All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house, child, is blessing y'all day. By His mercies, you aren't consumed. We're alive naturally. One, we're alive in the Most High in your house, body. Then we're naturally alive. By His mercies, you aren't consumed. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Let's enjoy this day. Let's grow in faith, obedience, knowledge, wisdom, understand things of that nature, man. To be better than we were yesterday, man. I just want to come back on this, man. Shout out to brother Sammy's firstborn too, because he brought this out a while ago, and I was looking about this yesterday, man. How it's just crazy, man, and how edifying, man. Like this it brings you joy when the Most High in your house shall reveal things to you, because because a lot of times too, like when he's how, and also too is how it comes in the volume of the book, and how why your house shall washing his disciples' feet. And also too, I was looking at this yesterday. I was like, no, and I like because brother he pointed it out like a while back. But then looking at it again, I was like, oh, okay, wow. It's just more of like the brother Kwame call in Shalimah Akawar. Brother Elijah, the brother from 71st says, listen, like you really had to read this. Like, this book is about the Most High Yahshua. You really had to read it from their perspective, man. Like honestly, man, because it's like his words are spirit, like and yes, we have a big role in it, but like it's like this, man. Because honestly, man, like technically till like the birth of Jacob, well, we could start like with Abraham. We are the descendants of Adam and things of that nature. So let me not say this, but Israel as this nation, as like as far as Jacob on up, or like he or even Abraham, like it's like a movie or a TV show. Like I'll say a TV show because it's serious. Like we don't even start or like because no, I'll say TV show because a lot of times movies don't have like 14 movies. That's not unless they're different like reboots and iterations of it. But we didn't come into like Genesis like what 12 or like till like till like honestly I'm talking about Israel now. Listen, we the sons and daughters of God, sons of God. Yeah, you could say that we are descendants of them and the Shem and things of that nature, and even that. Yeah, of course. But I'm saying this as Israel, for we didn't really come to like later. That's why like it's about the Most High house shot, because they was there before, like they Alpha Omega. Listen, they were there before you were thought of as a nation, man. So even though it was all written for all this stuff to happen, but that's neither here nor there, man. But it's just like you really have to read it from their perspective, man. But I just want to get into like Yahushua washing, his disciples' feet and why he did that, man. Because like and I was looking at that. Let's look at this real quick, man. Because he is the high priest, right? And shout out, no, that was in Leviticus. We're gonna go to Exodus, but I mean that is in Leviticus. I could go, but that's not the point. John chapter 13, verse 5. He says because this is not only him being like Philippians 2:7. That's gonna be a good game. It's not even him just being Philippians 2:7, him being servant. Exodus, like like, and also too in Ephesians when it says serve one another, man. Like submit to one another. In the Philippians 2:7, there's a reason why he's washing his disciples' feet. It says after he poured water into a basin, this is John chapter 13, verse 5. And after he poured the water into a basin, he began to wash his disciples' feet, and he wiped them down, he wiped them with the towel wherewith he was girded. Where he girded. And wow, okay. That's kind of like, David and Jonathan stripping, like, it's kind of a little parabolic. That I don't know. That's just me. I'm gonna read that again. It says after he poured the water into a basin, he began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel wherewith he was girded. The verse 6. He said, then he said unto Simon, then cometh he to Simon Peter and said, Peter said unto him, Lord, doest thou wash my feet? And Yahushua answered, it said, and said unto him, what I do thou knowest not. I talk about the verse all the time. Not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. So it's talking about his death, or his resurrection, like things in nature. Also too, him being servant, like the servant is not above his master. It's talking about it's kind of going to all that stuff. I'll read verse 8 because I like this. And Peter said unto him, thou shalt never wash my feet. Yahushua it said, if I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me. So kind of like I said earlier. So and this is a precursor, like, cause even read secular history, like Peter's death being he on the cross he got hung upside down, man, because like even that's a precursor to that, like because he felt like how he wasn't even worthy to do like because how his love and respect and reverence for his brother Yahweh Shah, man, his older brother, like he said, listen, I don't even like not even worthy to do that, man. But like like John the Baptist said, his shoes I'm not worthy to fill. I'm just seeing that now. But it says, Peter saith unto him, thou shalt never wash my feet. How shall answer him, if I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me. Simon Simon Peter saith unto him, Lord, not my feet only, but my hands and my head. So yeah, so that's why it's Jake too, because like he said, listen, give me back in the air, give me all this. Peter's hilarious, but there's a reason why Yahushua's doing that, man. Because honestly, man, let's go to Exodus 30, because Yahushua's a high priest, right? So he comes in the volume of the book. Let's grab this Exodus 30. It says, because no, this is gonna be really key. It says, and thou shalt Exodus 30 and verse 17. I'm sorry, Exodus 30 and verse Exodus 30 and verse Exodus 30 and verse 17. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, thou shalt make a lever of brass, and his feet also of his foot also of brass. Remember that. His foot also of brass, and to wash withal. And thou shalt put it between the tabernacle and the congregation of the altar. And thou shalt put the water therein. Verse 19, for the Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet therewith. So yeah, so see, this is the reason why, like Yahushua's, because he's the high priest, like he this is why he was washing his disciples' feet, because listen, like him being a high priest, he he has to do this. Verse shall I keep reading? Verse 20, when they go into the tabernacle and the congregation, they should wash with water. Yeah, no, that's at Ephesians. They die not, or they or when they or when they come near to the altar to minister to burnt offering made by fire unto the Lord. So they shall wash their hands and their feet, that they die not. So yeah, that's why Yahushua said that to Peter. Let's listen. Yeah. And it shall be a statute for them forever to them, even unto him to see throughout their generation. So yeah, but through that's why Yahusha said, listen, that's another reason why too. Like honestly, you can be kind of he's only showing him humility and servitude and submitting yourself to your brothers. But this is all part of the law as well. But I want to go back to verse 18, because and that's why even we're gonna get into that revelation real quick. But notice how it says, listen, thou shalt make a lever of brass, and his foot also of brass, to wash withal, and thou shalt put it into between the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar, but that thou shalt put water therein. So you see, let's go Revelation, man, because this is more like this one of the biggest, deepest, because it's more about of course Yahusha is being a so-called black man, shout out to brother Kwame Call and Shalom, man. It's Revelation 1, man. You gotta look at this spiritually as well, man. Of course, we know Yahusha. Of course, anybody reading this, even 2 and 17, man. Shout out to brother Semi Firstborn for pointing that out as well, because because when people dispute that, he said it doesn't matter. He said the Lord said he wouldn't say it if it didn't matter. He said this in Revelation 2 and 17, he's saying, listen, this is how I look. So, that's neither here nor there. But you got to look at this spiritually, because, listen, it said his foot shall also be a brass. Let's go to Revelation chapter 1 and 15 real quick, man. Because this is why, man. Because, come in the volume of the book. It says Revelation chapter 1 and 15, and his feet like unto brass, as if they burned in the furnace, and his voice has the sound of many waters. So yeah, man, but then we just talked about that the other day, in the furnace, that being of affliction. But his feet like unto fine brass, and it says in Exodus right here, his feet unto fine brass. And I was looking at this yesterday, man. And brass is like the cup, pretty much the cup, but they would put the water in, So what was that saying, right? The water, what John? Let's go John real quick, man. Drinking of that cup, man. Drinking of the Most High Yahushua's cup. And also says his foot is of brass, man. Why, man? Because that's actually why, like I always say, man, the foot, man, like the brother Chronicles Judah, I think he talked about on his Patreon on in his Kobe series after Kobe passed away, man. He mentioned his point, like the foot is akin to like the spirit or the soul, man. That's why people say, well, you didn't walk in my shoes, like even on the bottom of the shoe, what they call it the soul, man, because it's all akin to the spirit and the soul of like of the foot. It's like symbolic to walking. That's why I said, listen, you haven't walked in my shoes. Like the soul on the bottom of the foot is like akin to the soul, man. That's why even in that, man, it's that's something else for another day. I ain't gonna talk about that, man. But yeah, man. Even in that, man. That's why even Kanye said years ago. Let's get Genesis 6:9 to the point. Walking with somebody using your feet, man. Let's go to Genesis 6:9 real quick. It's a Genesis 6:9. You walk, and First John even says walking how you walk. I should have got that. Let's get that since we talking about Yahushua. I might get that because I was gonna get how Noah walked with the with the Most High Yahushua. But let's get First John since I'm talking about Yahushua. Yeah, 1 John 2:7, because I was going to get Genesis 6:9, but I think this is better since we're talking about Yahushua. Nothing wrong with the one to know, but Genesis 1 John chapter 2 and verse 6, it says, he saith abideth, he that saith he abideth in him ought to himself also to walk even as he walks. So yeah, man, and that's what it is, man. Let's get that John now, man, because that brass is like his feet is that his brass, and like and that's what the priest, the Levitical priest, would pour in the water into a cup of brass, and brass was brass is like of gold, like Now we know that it's dark brown, but spiritually, man, this is the reason why it said that, man, because his foot, it wasn't Yahushua's foot as brass, man. Him being the high priest, man. So, but they would put that water in that brass. If you look at it, if you go online, look at it, because I was looking it up yesterday. But that they would put that water to wash the feet in the brass. So now what water do we have to put in there in that cup, in that brass, man? First John chapter 4 and verse 14, it says, but whosoever drinketh the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up unto everlasting life. So now that's talking about like drinking. Let's go into washing. Let's go to Ephesians real quick. I should have got Ephesians. That probably would have made more sense. Let's go to Ephesians, man. Because that's how we should clean ourselves, man, by this. Ephesians chapter 5 and 26, that he may sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. So yeah, man, God wash yourself in the word, man. Honestly, man, just like Yahushua, this is the reason why Yahushua was washing his disciples' feet, because the law, like the high priest did that, like and his foot being like a brass, man. That's why even Kanye said 20 years ago, Yahushua walks, Jesus walks, man, walked as he walked, man. Like that's why his foot's of brass, man. And this, and this is what the priesthood will do. Now he's an everlasting priest, man. So you gotta do that, man. That's the reason why he washed his disciples' feet, man. The feet, like I said, symbolic to the soul, man. Like the brass, yeah, that's what it is too. If you look at I had to written down too. If you look it up too, the brass is a lever. It's like a cup. It's a lever, kind of for. That's kind of like a cup type of shape. It's a lever for holiness, man. So that's what it is. Be what did what did Yahushua say? What did the Leviticus say? What did Peter say? Listen, be holy as your Father is holy. I'm roughly paraphrasing. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is with that, man. So yeah, man. So that's just all that's just all it is with that, man. So hopefully this is edifying, man. So yeah, man. Because like let's see John 6 and 63, man. Because God look at these things spiritually, man. Because I was like, when I saw that his foot also is free as brass, and the brass lever it said that in Exodus 30. I immediately thought of Revelation 30. I mean Revelation 1, when it says, listen, his foot also of brass. Talking about Yahushua to wash withal, yeah. Because they put water in that brass. Now spiritually, the water is what? The word, like Yahushua, the new covenant, the gospel, testimony, things in nature, man. So yeah, let's get what was I about to get? I forgot what I was about to get. My Lord. I forgot. I'm upset. Oh my gosh. John 6 and 63. That's what I was about to get. John 6:63. He said, it is the spirit that quickens, the flesh that profits nothing. The words I speak to you unto you they are a spirit, and they are life. So yeah, man, exactly, man. So That's just is what it is, man. So yeah, man. Hopefully this is edifying for y'all brothers and sisters, man. I just want to come back. Hopefully it's edifying for y'all. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So anyway, so peace.